Chapter 031. After the Su family arrived, Ye Chen set down his wine glass and stepped forward with a bright smile. Muyue, you finally came. Did I deliver or what? Seeing Su Muyu appear, the corners of Ye Chen's mouth curled upward with satisfaction. That smug, evil grin came naturally as if he'd just raised his eyebrows to the heavens. With a clap of his hands, attendants wheeled in a massive birthday cake. Now, I know you like fruitcake. Had it custom made for you. But before we eat, I've got a little gift. He gazed softly at Su Muyu. Su Muyu let out a sigh and spoke seriously. Ye Chen, I don't know what your true identity is, but I need to make things clear between us. Before she could finish, a boom split the air. Fireworks. Suddenly, the sky above the Bright Moon Hotel erupted in light. The entire night sky bloomed like a sea of flowers, fireworks cascading into dazzling shapes and colors. Even passers-by outside the hotel were awestruck. Heads tilted skyward, and then words formed in the sky. Sumuyo, happy birthday, gasps. Wait, it's the Su family's eldest daughter's birthday party tonight? So romantic. How much did this cost? The display was visible across nearly half of Suhong. Phones came out and drove-short videos flew across social media. Some live streamers even cut their feeds just to turn the camera toward the sky. Bro, this is a rich guy and love fireworks package. 10 minutes straight, how are they still going? God-tier stuff. Rich folks really do live differently. Watching this as a single dog hurts my soul. Up on the hotel's top floor, the fireworks were even more mesmerizing. The Su family stared in awe, but it didn't stop there. As the last firework faded, thousands of drones lit up and lifted into the sky. They flickered like multicolored fireflies, then slowly danced into a synchronized light show. Oh wait, there's more? Nah, how many drones is that? 3,000 easy. This birthday party's costing tens of millions, right? The light show dazzled. For 10 whole minutes, it dazzled. Then, slowly, the drones reshaped into 7 massive characters. Happy birthday, Su Muyue. But even that wasn't the finale. The drones reformed once more into a giant heart. And inside that heart, love you, you. Ye Chen's smile froze. What? What's that last part? His smugness cracked like glass. His face twisted as if he'd taken a full bite of something rotten and it got stuck between his teeth. You? His eyes twitched. That bastard. That wasn't supposed to be there. All the Su family members noticed too. Their expressions shifted. You? Isn't that Tang Yu? Down below, the melon-eating masses erupted in speculation. You? That's got to be the Tang family's Tang Yu. Oh my god, Tang Xiao is such a romantic. I knew it. This had Tang Xiao written all over it from the start. In the corner, Wang Defa watched it all unfold, arms folded smugly across his chest. His grin stretched wide. Now that should make Tang Xiao very happy. Just then, Tang Yu rushed into the hotel. He'd arrived moments ago, having heard the news that the birthday banquet had gone ahead. He'd come flying over in a panic. What the hell is Wang Defa doing? Didn't he say he'd ruin the party? As he burst onto the top floor, all eyes turned toward him. And Su Muyu. She stared at him, face slightly red, touched beyond belief. She never expected this guy to go to such lengths for her. She'd messaged him last night and didn't even get a reply. Turns out he was preparing this surprise all along. This sullen bastard. She walked toward him, cheeks flushed. Thank you, she said softly. This birthday made me really happy. Happy? Tang Yu blinked, confused, sensing that something had gone terribly wrong. What the hell did Wang Defa do? Ye Chen, his face already turning a frightening shade of purple, strode over. He glared at Tang Yu, voice low and dangerous. You did all this? I did this? Tang Yu was baffled. He turned instinctively, then saw the drone formation still hovering overhead. Love you, you. At that moment, Wang Defa proudly stepped forward. Exactly! This was all prepared by Tang Xiao. Don't hold back now. Take credit. A group of bodyguards followed him, forming a wall between Tang Yu and the now fuming Ye Chen. Wang Defa, still beaming, looked at Tang Yu and bowed slightly in excitement. Tang Xiao, how was it? Satisfied with the banquet? You arranged this? Tang Yu's eye twitched. Wang Defa nodded like a bobblehead. Yes, all of it. Carefully curated to your specifications. Tang Yu clutched his chest, as if the air had been sucked from his lungs. He wanted to vomit blood. Bro just wanted to sabotage the event quietly. Maybe snipe the guy's thunder a little. But you You lit the entire mountain range on fire. Thick eyebrows, honest face, and this is how you operate? You dropped bombs, not cold arrows? Chapter 32. Ye Chen was already so angry at this moment that his face was twisted and his eyes were locked on Tang Yu with murderous resentment. This bastard, he's dead. Seeing several bodyguards standing in front of Tang Yu, Ye Chen couldn't take it anymore and rushed forward, throwing several punches. Bang! 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 Several bodyguards were sent flying. Seeing that he was about to rush at Tang Yu, Sumu Yu's expression completely changed. She stepped in front of him and shouted, "Besides bullying people with force, what else can you do?" Ye Chen's eyes burned with fury. For a split second, a trace of killing intent even surfaced. His own woman was standing up to protect another man? But he reacted quickly. No, she wasn't protecting Tang Yu. She was protecting him. If he punched Tang Yu here in front of everyone, this whole matter would blow up. If he wanted to kill this guy, he had to do it in the dark, not in broad daylight. A barbarian is a barbarian. Completely lawless. But this is a country ruled by law now. Call the police. Let the law deal with it. What, you think you're untouchable? Embarrassing. If you don't have the strength, don't pretend to be a big shot. Everyone in the Su family started cursing from the sidelines. The change in attitude could only be described as light speed. This guy had been pretending for so long. But now it turned out. The whole birthday banquet was organized by Tang Xiao, and this clown still had the nerve to stand there putting on airs. What does he have to compete with the Tang family? Call himself the dragon son-in-law of the Su family? He doesn't deserve it. Dragontooth also knew this wasn't the time to cause more trouble. If they really wanted to kill someone, they couldn't do it here in public. He hurried forward to pull Ye Chen back and whispered anxiously, "Dragon Yi Shao, don't be impulsive. Please, calm down." Then he turned to Wang Defa and barked, "What's the meaning of this, Bright Moon Hotel? Ye Shao is throwing a birthday party here and you dare to pull this stunt? Believe it or not, I can shut your hotel down tomorrow." Wang Deva sneered, completely unfazed. Birthday party? Wasn't the party hosted by our Tang Xiao for Miss Su? And besides, I didn't take a single penny from you. What are you even mad about? Dragontooth's expression changed instantly. So that's why they didn't accept his money. Now it made sense. Wang Defa turned toward Ye Chen and shouted, loud enough for the whole room to hear, "Also, our Tang family already has a marriage agreement with the Su family. This so-called Ye Xiao is really shameless. He dares pursue a girl who's already engaged? A mangy dog dares bark in front of me? I've lived for decades and never seen such a thick-skinned fool." Ye Chen's body trembled in rage. He was the Dragon King. When had he ever been humiliated like this in front of so many people? Exactly. Can't even self-reflect, and he still won't stop pestering people. Gross. President Wang said it perfectly. He scolded him, right? Wonderful. Applause. The Su family echoed in agreement, not holding back at all. Dragontooth was nearly grinding his teeth to dust. He pointed at the Su family, voice raised in fury. "You dare talk to Ye Xiao like that? If it weren't for Ye Xiao, you'd never have gotten that land west of the city." The faces of the Su family turned a little awkward. Yes. Maybe the guy in front of them was full of hot air tonight. But that land in the west of the city. They did get it, and it was very likely thanks to him. Su Chongshan's expression darkened. He was about to step forward to clarify and offer to return the land, but that land has nothing to do with you. Wang Defa snorted coldly. That land was arranged for the Su family by our Tang Xiao. If you don't believe me, go ahead. Make a call to confirm. Tang Xiao was low-key, so Wang Defa, as his subordinate, had to help him earn back face. As soon as he finished speaking, Su Chongshan picked up his phone and called immediately. "Hello, Director Wang. This is Su Chongshan. I'd like to ask about that land in the west of the city." After a few seconds of conversation, he hung up and looked toward Tang Yu with deep gratitude. "Xiao Yu, thank you. On behalf of the Su family, thank you for this great kindness." Sumiyue also looked at Tang Yu, eyes soft, full of emotion. This guy quietly sacrificed so much for her? He's getting a drink next time for sure. So, what else do you have to say? Wang Defa sneered, glaring at Dragontooth and Ye Chen. This whole thing? He had arranged it from beginning to end. And now these two had the gall to claim credit? Dragoontooth's face turned purple. He turned to Ye Chen, utterly humiliated. "Dragon King, This subordinate is incompetent. I await punishment. Ye Chen's mentality was already on the verge of collapse. But after this extreme rage, he suddenly calmed down. He took a deep breath, clenched his fists, and then turned to Su Muyu. Muye, soon you'll see who the right man for you really is. Then he turned and walked out of that humiliating place. Dragontooth quickly followed. After the two left, Wang Defa casually adjusted his hairstyle, chin raised proudly. Fight Tang Xiao? You think you deserve to? Uncle alone is enough to wipe you off the map. He clapped his hands. Okay, the annoying pest is gone. Let's continue celebrating Miss Su's birthday. Ah. Everyone in the Su family smiled and resumed the party. Su Muyue stepped up to the cake, closed her eyes, and made a wish. Afterward, the cake was sliced and handed out. She brought a slice to Tang Yu, who still looked like he'd lost his soul. Try the cake. It's delicious. Okay. Tang Yu took the cake, tasted it, and nodded. It was good. Thanks for everything today, Su Muyue said softly. This is the happiest birthday I've ever had. I'll remember it forever. It's fine, as long as you're happy. Tang Yu gave a bitter smile. Guess what I wished for today? What? Can't tell you, Su Muyue said mischievously. She leaned closer and kissed him on the cheek. Tang Yu froze. Woo! Wang Defa off to the side immediately let out a cheer. Perfect. He'd helped Tang Xiao pick up the girl. Tonight mission complete. Su Muyu stuck out her tongue with a red face and quickly ran away. Tang Yu touched the spot on his cheek where she'd kissed him. His heart felt complicated. After the party, Tang Yu didn't go home. He stayed in the general manager's office to rest. Wang Defa followed him in, face glowing. Tang Xiao, were you satisfied with tonight? Tang Yu was quiet for a second, then nodded. Very satisfied. After staring at Wang Defa for a moment, though, Tang Yu had a realization. This guy, he couldn't keep this Wuzai around. He had underestimated this one. He took a deep breath. Mr. Wang, I've been thinking. With your talents, staying here's a waste. Our family has a new operation in Siberia. You'll be the regional head. Triple the salary. Wang Defa instantly became emotional. Tang Xiao, I can't possibly deserve this. I just did what little I could. But his heart was already soaring. Tang Xiao was too damn good at rewarding people. You earned it. Our Tang family never treats loyal men poorly. Finish your handover tomorrow, then set off. Tang Yu patted him on the shoulder and left the office. Siberia was still too close. Next time, we're sending this guy straight to Syria. As soon as Tang Yu left, Wang Defa jumped up in joy. Promotion. Raise. Again! He couldn't help it. Pulled out his phone, opened the Tang Family Management WeChat group, and started sharing the good news. Brothers helping Tang Xiao pick up girls really works. I just got promoted again. Not even a week later. Lesson of the day. When Tang Xiao is picking up a girl, always take the initiative. Anyone dares fight Tang Xiao over a woman, we crush them. Especially that moron named Ye Chen. The group exploded. I got it. Thanks, President Wang. Learning from the best. Ye Chen, right? Copy that. Wang Defa smiled and locked his phone. Uncle can only help you this much. Chapter 33. When Ye Chen and Dragontooth left the hotel, there were still many people lingering around the entrance. They were all excitedly discussing tonight's birthday party. Hearing their chatter, Ye Chen's teeth nearly cracked from how hard he was clenching them. That damn Tang Yu, how dare he humiliate me like this? Dragontooth, pale and trembling, followed closely behind. The first task entrusted to him by the Dragon King ended in this kind of disaster. Thinking back to the moment the Dragon King was ridiculed in front of everyone, Dragontooth broke out in a cold sweat. The Dragon King enraged rivers of blood shall flow. The two of them walked some distance away from the hotel and stopped at a nearby park. Dragontooth wiped the sweat off his forehead, then quickly stepped forward with guilt all over his face. Dragon King, today was my failure. I, Dragontooth, accept any punishment. As he spoke, he raised his left hand and aimed it toward his own chest, prepared to self-punish with a strike powered by deep internal force. Ye Chen immediately reached out and caught his wrist. No need. You are my brother, Ye Chen said coldly but firmly. It's just a small matter. Brother. That one word made Dragontooth tremble with emotion. The Dragon King actually called him brother. He didn't even punish him. Dragontooth has only ever been loyal to the Lord once in this life. Now that I serve the Dragon King, I will give everything heart, liver, and brain. Dragontooth was visibly choked up. But this can't go unanswered, Ye Chen said coldly, his eyes narrowing. I want you to gather men immediately. Within 1 week, the Bright Moon Hotel must shut down, and that bastard Wang must die. Having suffered such public humiliation today, if he didn't repay it 100-fold, he wouldn't be called Ye Chen. Understood, Dragontooth sneered. Shutting down a hotel? That was child's play. Then he asked, Dragon King, what about that brat Tang? Don't worry about him for now, Ye Chen said icily. I've already dispatched Ling Han and Qi Yin to approach him. He'll be dead soon enough. Not only was he going to kill Tang Yu, he was going to make him watch the fall of the Tang family before he died. When Dragontooth heard that both Ling Han and Qi Yin were on the job, he grinned. The 8 generals of the Dragon Soul organization, Ye Chen, was of course ranked first. Ling Han and Qi Yin were ranked 3rd and 4th, respectively. Now that the two of them had joined forces, it was as good as a done deal. As for himself, Dragontooth was the 8th general. Though personally chosen by the Dragon King, his strength hadn't quite caught up, so he had long remained in the bottom slot. Many in the organization affectionately, or not so affectionately, called him Old 8. After Dragontooth left, Ye Chen stood alone, his face gloomy, and cursed under his breath. Trash. Back at the Tang household, Tang Yu lay in bed exhausted. Today had truly been a day of high-stakes drama. Just thinking about Ye Chen's face earlier made him sigh. Clearly the difficulty of surviving in this world had just gone up again. Ding Host has successfully survived the plot. Reward, Qingbao Tianjing, has been granted and auto-learned. The system's voice rang out as soon as Tang Yu lay down. In the next instant, countless strands of traditional Chinese medical knowledge surged into his mind. Groove? The dog system actually showed mercy for once. It gave him such an incredible reward. Directly maxed out his medical skills. He sat up abruptly and looked inward at his body. His vision seemed to penetrate straight through skin and bone. He could now see the flow of meridians. Even the tiniest health problem in his body was clearly visible. He could instantly diagnose issues and select from countless treatments. Acupuncture, herbal formulas, moxibustion, tuina. In short, his current medical skill level was top tier in all of China. And yet, despite such a grand reward, Tang Yu didn't immediately celebrate. This dog system was never that generous without a catch. System, Tang Yu asked suspiciously in his heart. What's up with this Qingbao Tianjing? You hiding something? The system shot back with a grumpy tone. Stop being paranoid. Why would I give you anything shady? You think I run some black market clinic? Cut the crap. You gave me that hotel just to bury me, don't think I forgot. Tang Yu snorted. The system promptly went silent. Seeing that it was pretending to be dead again, Tang Yu decided to play it safe and not publicly use these medical skills for now. Who knew what kind of trap the dog system was planning? Soon he fell asleep. In his dreams, he saw Wang Yixue and Su Muyui both wearing bunny suits, wrestling over who got to snuggle him. Just when Tang Yu was both suffering and enjoying it, someone was gently patting his face and calling his name. Brother Tang Yu, get up and eat breakfast. That sweet voice jolted him awake. He opened his eyes and was instantly greeted by a sea of white. At that moment, a certain quote from Yasuo drifted into his mind. I have climbed mountains and entered valleys, and both taught me much. The interpretation may not be quite right, but Tang Yu felt the meaning was close enough. Zhang Xiaoyue was standing beside his bed. Today she was wearing a JK schoolgirl outfit, pure and sweet face, petite frame, but that development? Outrageous. She leaned over to shake Tang Yu awake, her hands on his face. So when he opened his eyes and saw her from that angle, he froze. Xiaoyue, you're testing me. He caught himself just in time. Quickly switched gears. Good morning. Why are you here? I came to visit Grandpa Tang, Zhang Xiaoyu said, sticking out her tongue. Didn't he have stomach trouble again? Then she poked his face and asked, What test were you talking about just now? I didn't say anything. Must have been sleep talking. Tang Yu shook his head vigorously. Sister, seriously, pay attention to your image. Early morning and you let a pure-hearted boy like me see this. Is this okay? It's just too appropriate. You're so petite, must have concentrated all your nutrients. No wonder they say, when a girl lowers her head and can't see her feet, she's heaven grade. Zhang Xiaoyue's face turned beet red. Hearing his inner thoughts again, she glanced down at her collar, then quickly stood up straight and backed away. Blushing hard, she huffed, Hurry up and eat breakfast. Auntie asked me to call you. All right, just step out for a minute. I need to get dressed. Tang Yu, being a true sleeper, was used to sleeping stark naked. He wasn't about to get up in front of her. Zhang Xiaoyu stuck out her tongue and dashed out of the room. Once outside, she rubbed her face and mumbled to herself, "Brother Tang Yu has turned bad." Since hearing his thoughts last time, she'd been curious. That's why she came by to visit Grandpa Tang and dropped in to check on someone. Now she'd confirmed it, all right? But it was a bit embarrassing. She didn't want her chest to grow that much, you know? It made walking kind of exhausting.